What's going on YouTube? I'm the Ultimate Hacker, here for another video. Now this one's going to be unedited, hence why I'm holding the microphone to my mouth. This video is about SimulationOS, a new sort of operating system simulation game written in Visual Basic, and parts of it in HTML. And I've coded a web app handler or HTML handler, whatever you want to call it, in Visual Basic that was possible. So basically it's your normal Linux, Windows operating system with custom applications such as Orcrate. It has the ability to play music, so we're good with that. So let's debug this thing. Now, as you can see, this is the launcher for it. It's a bit work in progress. As you can see, this this grayish box needs to be a screenshot of the operating system in action, but I still got most of it working. For example, there's a changelog dialog right here. Well, not dialog. It basically displays contents of a .owd file in the desktop folder. I'll show that later. So basically it tells you everything that's new without connecting to the internet, because, well, trying to use the internet as low as possible in the launcher. So then we've got this custom close button. That's basically the default close button of the actual OS, so I decided to use that. Like I said, it's a work in progress, so it's not the greatest looking, except for maybe the background that was made by Operating DC, and we're both making this. We're making this as a team, so until further notice, I'll keep this background until we need to change what might be never, might be soon, who knows. So let's click launch game. So there's not much of a story in this game yet, as I'm still working on some core features. So this is an alpha build. Technically it's a closed alpha. I'm just showing it off in the video. There is a downloadable open alpha on my forums. The link will be, well, it'll be somewhere on that top bar, who knows. It's basically, we got our applications. I won't go over Orcwave because I don't have any music files or video files on here, but it basically lets you play music and video. And we have Office. Now this is, now I know I clicked Orcrate. Now this is a glitch, that little white spot in the window border. That's a glitch, don't worry about that, I'll fix it. So I know I clicked Orcrate, but this is basically the beginning open or create file dialog for Orcrate. So let me show off the whole changelog file over there in the launcher. So it's in home, desktop, and then you can see these files came up. Don't worry about this one right here. That's part of the story. I'm working on it. So that's nothing right now. So readme.owd is the changelog. So if we double click that, Orcrate appears. Well, UI similar to Orcrate. It's a bit different, but still looks cool. And it's still easy to use. So this is the exact same file we saw on the launcher, except editable, because, well, in this build I have to use the Orcrate within SimulationOS to edit the changelog, so I said okay, we'll include it in there for now. So if we exit, it'll autosave. So right now I'm coding, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm trying to code a way for Orcrate to say, hey, if the user clicks that close button, then save the file, or at least prompt the user to save it. That hasn't been implemented yet, so if you want your file to be saved, you have to hit close instead of exit, or you hit save and then hit the X, and that'll work. So, and we've got this note-taking application called Notes, as you can probably tell. So we can create notes. So we'll go ASDF, and then it'll add note. So yeah, we close this. We could even exit the operating system, then reopen it, go back to notes, and it'd still be there. So there's our ASDF. If we want to remove it, we just click on it and hit remove. So it's a simple note-taking app. Took about 5 minutes to build, actually. And games, there aren't any games because, well, there's going to be a contest where basically you get to make your own HTML applets, stuff like that. Make your own app for SimulationOS, and if it's a game, it'll be in games, so there's nothing there yet. File browser is a big one. This basically facilitates all the file system on the game. So something cool is if we go to system images, we get all the different files used for the images, such as close being the X button up there. So basically, if we double click any of these, it crashes. See, it is an alpha mode, so do expect stuff to break. So we'll open up a command prompt. Let's just put the mic down on the desk. So that's that fixed up, kinda. I guess I could probably fix this very quickly. I'll do it after the video, you know what? That's what I'll do. So let's redo that. So ignore that, that's a bug. Like I said, it's an alpha, so expect bugs. So this is a file browser. There's something I've added is the whole HTML handler. To test that, there is a file under System, Applications. You'll see sample app.html. It crashes. Like I said, again, it's an alpha, so expect it to break. But basically, that's supposed to open up an HTML handler. Then the HTML handler reads the file, displays it, and yeah. So let's end this again. A lot of features are broken in the alpha, but like I said, I'm working on them. So don't expect them to be perfect. So kill that handles that again. So exception break. Orcrate does work. I know it does because it uses the same engine as Orcrate itself uses. So I'll showcase that. Why not? So basically, Orcrate's beginning page is literally a file browser. So if we wanted to, we could go to that exact same file .owd, and there goes Orcrate. So yeah, and now let's sort of show off how Windows work. Now, typically you'd think that this would mean maximize, this would mean minimize. But for alpha builds, I don't have multitasking enabled, so although you see multiple windows, that's not what I mean by multitasking. I mean, there's no buttons or anything at the top to tell you what applications are open, so minimizing would basically hide the app forever and you wouldn't be able to retrieve it ever. So basically, clicking this minus won't work, but if you click the plus, we can minimize, or I mean maximize, and then let's go back in there. The minus acts as minimize for now. For now, that's what it acts as. So it'll, oh whoops, that was dumb. I'm just randomly dragging these around. So any app that has these buttons, they'll all mean the same thing. And then for almost every app in the game, there's an about dialog you can access by right-clicking the app icon and selecting about, so you can see that this is Orcrate. Now this is supposed to be alpha 0.02, but I haven't changed the version string yet, so it still says the previous version. That was the released version, by the way. So it tells you a bit about the currently running application, or whatever application you right-clicked, hit about. So there's also one for the entire operating system. So this is SimulationOS, then the version, then it tells you why it was created, what the UI is based on, and some apps that are in the game. So basically, the web browser is self-explanatory. Reboot, self-explanatory. Shutdown, shuts the application down. So that was what I had, or what I have done so far on SimulationOS. And remember, this isn't just my project, this is also Operating DC's project. I do some of the main programming, he does some of the design for it, or the HTML programming, stuff like that. But I do all the VB hardcore stuff because, well, it's better to work as a team, because not to brag, I know what I'm doing with VB, he knows what he's doing with HTML and all the design. So we'll just work as a team for this. So anyways, I've been the Ultimate Hacker. This was what I have done so far on my side of the project. And if you would like to download any of these builds, any of the released, signed builds will be available at my forum, along with most of their betas and unsigned but still tested but cleared as unstable builds for testing purposes only. Betas are tested by me, and stables are tested by Operating DC. So anyways, be sure to check it out. Forum link will be in the description. Changed my mind, don't want to put it on that bar because it'll be too small to read. So this is 1080p. So anyways, I've been the Ultimate Hacker. See you guys in the next video.